So many parents struggle with getting their kids to do chores. Sound familiar? And lately I've actually noticed a trend with a lot of my clients whose kids are resisting taking out the trash, which kind of makes sense, right? So in this video I'm going to teach you a breakthrough technique for getting your kids to do their chores with a smile on their face, all while building more connection with you. Hey, this is Rachel Sklar. I'm a parent coach, I'm a teacher, and I am the lucky wife to a man who's in charge of trash and laundry in our house. And while he's a wonderful role model for our 3 sons, I know that when they're old enough to take out the trash, they're probably going to resist doing it. Most kids do. So let's use taking out the trash as a metaphor for all of those jobs around the house that kids will resist doing, complain, whine, or pretty much just forget. There's a golden opportunity for you to use this clever technique that I have called talking trash. And it's a win-win strategy for everyone, so pay attention. First, children are more likely to complete tasks if you do it with them. And while you may not want to journey to the dumpster with them to take out the garbage or whatever chore it is, you do know that a little special time can go a long way, especially if you have a question or you've been curious about something that you haven't had a chance to discuss with them. So talking trash is shorthand for, I'll go with you to do your task if you'll answer one question for me along the way. Then when you do the task, you start with one very simple question, something non-threatening like, who did you sit with at lunch today? Or did anybody in class get in trouble today? You have to know that kids have an easier time talking about what they saw than what they felt or what they did. Now, it's really important that you ask non-threatening questions. So my son likes me to alternate between math problems that he can do in his head and questions about his day at school or at camp, which he will never answer in the car on the way home when I say, how was your day, right? So then once you've established that, you can kind of work up to harder questions. And you want to notice if your child's resisting the questions and then back off if he is. So you want to kind of come from a place of curiosity, and then you ask a question, and then you shut up, okay? It's not a time to criticize, to lecture, to judge, to give advice. You just ask your question and then listen. And if you can't resist the urge to respond, you want to make sure that your response is maybe an acknowledgement or a compliment. And then ask follow-up questions if it seems okay, but just again, notice if your child's starting to resist and back off if he is. Now the beautiful thing about this is that over time, it's going to become very easy to have your child feeling like a positive association or positive social scripts with doing chores around the house. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you can say, you know what, I'm in the middle of dinner, making dinner right now. Would you mind just taking out the trash? And then when you get back, we'll do a little trash talk, right? The thing is that kids who feel seen and heard, that's when they have an easier time cooperating just for the sake of it. Generally, if your child's been resisting helping out around the house, there's a good chance that you haven't been talking enough trash with him lately, and he just needs a little time and attention from you to feel seen and heard again. Now, if talking trash does not work as a technique, you just might benefit from having a more customized approach that really accounts for your child's unique personality and temperament. So don't be a martyr. Don't be a victim. Don't parent in a vacuum. I want you to be a hero for your child and get support when you need it, okay? So you can learn more about me and join this conversation at viaparenting.com or join me on Facebook. Thanks for talking trash with me today. On behalf of your kids, I thank you for watching, and I encourage you to just go out there and completely rock.